Yeah, I know you did. You did well, actually.
Well, good afternoon once again, and welcome to South Croydon as the NatWest Schools Cup enters the quarter-final stage, and the nerves start to fray a little as the teams bid to secure a place in the semi-finals at Allianz Park at the end of the month. It's the Under-18s Schools Cup we're following, of course, on the trail to Twickenham, and our journey's taken us from Putney to Ealing, Wimbledon, and 2 rounds ago to here, to Whitgift School, where they've seen off King's College School in round 5, St Joseph's Ipswich in the last 16, and now they take on Wilmslow High School, semi-finalists last year, Vars quarter-finalists the year before. My name's Nick Heath, and it's great to have your company for this afternoon's game. It's a drier afternoon than we had 2 weeks ago. We might even see the sunshine out once again if we're lucky in the next hour or two. And wherever you're watching, we hope you'll be cheering on your fellow classmates, your pupils, sons, grandsons, brothers, nephews and cousins. We're live from Croydon. It's Whitgift School against Wilmslow High School in the Under-18s at NatWest Schools Cup. It is the trail to Twickenham. Use the hashtag, keep in touch with us, and we would love to hear where you're supporting from and who you are cheering on. With big crowds assembled around the main pitch here at Whitgift for this one then. Of course, a semi-final spot at stake. Plenty of travelling support, and also the home school pupils out supporting the first 15 as well. Of course, they were vocal and celebrating at the end of that last 16 game. Such a dramatic end that it was. In fact, we can have a little look at the journeys of the two schools and how they got here. Let's just have a look at Whitgift first of all. And after round 1 it was, well, 2 bagels as far as Harris Westminster and Richmond upon Thames College are concerned, 54-0 and 42-0. And then round 4 it was just a 5-point victory against Hurstpierpoint College. Round 5 was against KCS Wimbledon, that was 27 points to 12, and then that dramatic late victory here in round 6 against St Joseph's College Ipswich. Sid Holland scoring that try that took Whitgift into the lead and saw them win to earn their place in the quarter-finals this afternoon. We can have a look at Wilmslow. Just coming up in a moment. There we are. And well, round 2 was the 59-7 victory. That was away to Cheadle School. Then 33-10 away to Manchester Grammar School. Then in round 4, home win, 55 points to 5 against Sandbat School. Round 5 was against Calder Grange, a 38 points to 14 away win, and then they were at home to Woodhouse Grove in round 6, winning by 29 points to 5. So that's how Wilmslow have got here. Both of those schools, really looking at many of those scores, have been certainly piling on the points when they've had the opportunity. Whitgift squeaking past their opposition in a couple of closer rounds than Wilmslow have had. So will this be the bigger test for the visitors down from Cheshire this afternoon? We caught up with, of course, the head coaches who will have been giving their advice and hoping that their boys are the ones that get through to the semi-finals. Let's start first of all from Whitgift with Chris Wilkins. Well, Chris Wilkins, great to see you again. How were the boys after a really last gasp victory last time against St Joe's?
Yeah, we were pleased. I mean, like I said at the time, St Joe's were a good team. Gave us a real tough game, and yeah, we were pleased to get through. It was a tight one, and yeah, just pleased to be in the hat for the quarters. Yes, absolutely. And skipper Sid Holland with that try at the death, it must have been pretty exciting for a lot of the school watching. Hearts in mouth sort of stuff. Yeah, it was, and I think, you know, what I was pleased about the last 10-15 minutes, I felt we played probably our best rugby of the game. So let's hope we can repeat that against a good Wilmslow team today. Yeah. So getting on to Wilmslow, then, how much do you know about them? Well, we know they're a good team. We know they've got a good pack. They've got some sharp backs and everything, and yeah, we're expecting a very, very tough game. And I think, like it should be at quarter-final stage, we're expecting we've got to be at our best if we want to get through to the semis. And what are the key messages you'll be giving to the team ahead of this one? Just real good clarity, really good leadership, and everyone doing their job well. We've obviously got a game plan, but we just want the boys to do the basics well under pressure. And of course the conditions are a little bit more favourable than they were last time, so maybe we'll see the ball in hand a little more. Yeah, I'd like to think so. Yeah, I mean, I felt you know, we played both teams played the game that the conditions kind of necessitated last time. This time hopefully we can get a bit more width into it, but we shall see. Yes, we shall. Best of luck. Okay, thank you.
Good to meet you. Wilmslow here. You've certainly put some big scores on a few teams. How are you feeling about the confidence in the side this afternoon?
Yeah, very well. I wouldn't say very confident. We know how strong Whitgift are, but we've had some really good scores in the run up to this. So we're going into it quietly confident. We know it's going to be a very tough game, but we know that if we apply ourselves in the right way, that we can get a win today. Yes,
you certainly seem to have reached some decent points of the competition in recent years. How confident are you that this side can continue to go all the way?
Yeah, I mean, last year we got to the semi-final of the NatWest Cup. This year I think we've grown in experience from losing out in the last semi-final. We're building week in and week out, so I think we've got a group of lads here that have got potential, real potential.
And who are the people on the field that we should be looking out for this afternoon?
I think we're strong 1 to 15. We've got a really good pack. They scrummage really well this year, and they're building week in, week out. We've also got some great halfbacks, some really good decision makers. Midfield really strong. We've got Luke James at 12. Definitely one to watch, and then we've got some real pace out wide as well.
And I guess you've had a chance to see Whitgift perhaps on the video over the last couple of times. So
so we've seen.
What do you see of their threat?
Again, they're strong from 1 to 15. They can attack from all areas. We know they're quite a big pack. They like to pick and go. But we're just going to play our own game, and there's some slight changes we've made. But we're going to play how we play usually. So
we look forward to it. Best of luck.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, those are the thoughts of both of the coaches then for this afternoon's game, and you can see there's real interest from all of the pupils here. We certainly had quite a few people out for the last 16 game, but I'd say this has swelled by 3 or 4 times. And there is the Whitgift big scoreboard as well, or the big screen. The atmosphere really building around. Plenty looking forward to this one then. Let's have a look at the teams then who will be taking their place out here this afternoon, starting with the home side, Whitgift, alma mater of the likes of Marland Yard, Elliot Daly and Danny Cipriani. Their coach Chris Wilkins makes just the one change, with Fergus Donnelly sustaining a shoulder injury in that last game, so Alex Hogg comes into the centre. He actually played most of that last 16 game and gave the team decent go forward in midfield. Skipper Sid Holland is on the flank, scorer of that crucial last gasp try that saw his side overcome St Joe's. His vice-captain is Sam Morley, one of 3 Harlequins Academy players, including Hogg and fullback Noah Ferdinand. Ryan Bodkin is a handful in the front row, with scrum half Toby Wright keeping things ticking over between backs and forwards. So Wilmslow High School then, comprehensive school based in Cheshire. Their head coach Sam Naylor fields a side featuring 2 Sale Sharks Academy players in centres, Luke James and Brogan Wilson. At number 8, with his hand firmly on the tiller of the Wilmslow scrum, is a North of England sailing champion, Marcus Atkinson. The skipper is George Bunt, who's missed most of last season through injury, and the pack also boasts Cheshire players Percival and Cowan, with former Bramhall High School scrum half Josh Jones setting the tempo. So the 2 benches as well. That's how things line up. Charlie Websdale is the man who's come into that Whitgift bench, with Hogg starting, but otherwise we are as we were for the previous encounter. We are ticking down to kick off. It's the trail to Twickenham, and you're watching the live stream here of the NatWest Schools Cup Under 18s quarter-final. So just ahead of the teams coming out then, we can just have a little teaser of what awaits us for the semi-finals. So the semi-finals then, 27th of February and the 6th of March, both occurring at Allianz Park, of course, and then the finals at Twickenham. That's what all these guys are playing for. News that in terms of quarter-finalists, well, Queen Elizabeth Grammar School Wakefield have, well, they made the long journey to Truro School, but they've beaten them by 20 points to nil. So Queggs Wakefield are one of the first schools into the semi-finals. Who will it be from these two this afternoon in Croydon? Whitgift School against Wilmslow High School. You're very welcome joining us here on the live stream for the NatWest Schools Cup quarter-finals. Do keep in touch with us, as I said, hashtag Trail to Twickenham. If you're supporting anybody taking part in today's game, then it would be great to hear from you, wherever you're watching. So we can just see that Wilmslow are making their way onto the field, and Whitgift we're just waiting for from the opposite end, but Wilmslow in the black and maroon stripes take their place. But this is the cheer as the home side come out of the dressing room. Led out by skipper Sid Holland. So it's Richard Hill is one of the men he admires. And he will be looking to give his absolute all this afternoon. He certainly did in that last 16 game.
I'm responsible for you. Like water and stuff.
Our referee for this afternoon is Varian Boscowan. I was convinced it was a Welsh name, but I'm reliably told it's a Cornish name. So we have our referee from Cornwall. He's had a word with both of the head coaches before the game. And we are nearly ready to go. In other news, we're hearing that RGS High Wycombe, my former school in fact, are leading Bromsgrove by 3 points to nil. I'll encourage our producer to keep me in touch with that result. But in the meantime, we are ready to get underway, and it's going to be Wilmslow who get things started. And it looks to be Luke James with kick-off. Referee just checking that everything's okay. And the game is underway from Luke James. Well fielded by Tom Griffiths, but clearance will allow an opportunity. Whitgift with a chance here. Good take from Cameron Wilkins. He was instrumental in that last 16 game. Got work to do, Whitgift, to get this one out of their own 22. And the ball goes high. First opportunity for to try and get hands on the ball. Did it go forward though? It did. Reese Hubbard just nudging that one forward. Looked for a moment like he was going to claim it, but there was an awful lot of pressure from the Whitgift runners, and it will give Whitgift decent payoff from that high kick, and an opportunity just on the halfway now as they start to move downfield.
Come on, boy!
Pressure was certainly on. Oh, very nearly got hold of it, but couldn't quite. He's just resetting this scrum. Toby Wright, the Whitgift number 9, he was runner-up in the Players' Player of the Tour. Great energy, we saw him serving the backline well.
Go, boy!
Ball is in from right. Scrum's wheeling on that far side. Where's that ball going to pop out? It's popped out with Wilmslow. Decent pick up from Atkinson. And the ball is there as the forwards start to arrive. Close quarters ball for Koido Bunt, the skipper. It's away. Oh, then a strong blow on the whistle from the referee. And it's a penalty to Whitgift. Having close words with the Wilmslow forwards there. Certainly it looked like the ball was coming back for Josh Jones, but referee spotting the infringement. And Whitgift, well, they've tried to put that down the right-hand touchline, but they've not found touch. And it's sent back, and it's a decent touch finder as well. Takes play back up to the halfway line. This was where the penalty came a moment or two ago. I think the referee might have spotted Wilmslow bodies coming in through the side there. Whitgift look to come again, and the jump is from Lashagiani, the big Georgian. Now they come through the middle. Good barrelling run from Wilkins, and Whitgift are enjoying that spell of possession. It's away from right to the right. Chip over the top, it's gone out on the full, so not quite working for Whitgift there, and Wilmslow will have the line out level from where it was kicked. Quite a few set pieces early on in this first 5 minutes of the game. Ball is well taken at the top of the line. It comes squirting out the back, and it's going to be a bit of tidying up work needed by Sorrel Cowan, but he's able to do that. And the ball is away through Jones. Graham. Then little chip from the outside from James. Oh, that's a really, really lovely kick from Luke James. He'll be very pleased with that, and that's really put the pressure on Whitgift in their own 22. Sale Academy player Luke James. Showing real precision there in getting that ball into the corner. Ball is taken by Whitgift. A good defensive line out. Now they send the men in to add support. Got to try and get that back. Try and give Morley a bit of time for the clearance. Wright's in there. Referee's told him he's got one chance to use it now. Sends it back for Morley, opts to avoid the box kick himself. And it comes down, it's taken by Elstone.
Good, Morley.
Just in touch, and it will be a chance for Wilmslow. It's this line out really that was the reason for the kick from Luke James, of course. Put the ball into the corner, force a team into a clearance kick, and then hopefully you'll have benefited from the overall net gain, and that's certainly what Wilmslow have done here. They've now got this line out just outside the 22. And the ball is up, and it's away through Jones. James Graham, then it's into the centres. Jones looks to the right. Nearly got caught himself there, the former Bramall High School man. And then off to the left, Graham has to play scrum half. Into James, and on the outside it's Wilson. Oh, and Wilson's strong and he's still going. Eventually he is brought down. James has gone to play scrum half, then pops it up for Percival. This is strong work from Wilmslow, but there was a knock on. Referee right on the spot to give it, so he'll play advantage here. And It's a high clearance kick. It's not gone all the way though, and the referee might deem that that's advantage over. Wilmslow with possession again on the 22. In goes Jones. Looks to go to the left side to use second row George Wells. Certainly got some physicality and some decent ball runners here, Wilmslow. And they're trying to show them in the early stages. Graham onto James. Started to look outside and couldn't find Wilson, who was just perhaps a little wider than James might have liked him to be. Oh, and that's just gone behind Cowan. Pressure will come on. Wilson's going to have to try and tidy up. He thought he had, found Elstone, who's just knocked it on. And Whitgift will breathe a sigh of relief as they have a chance from this scrum. There's Wilson with that bit of strapping on the right leg. He went off against Woodhouse with the dead leg, so perhaps just a bit of protection this time around. He's got decent pace and quick feet, as Wilson. Referee asks for the ball in. Looks to be coming back, is it on the Wilmslow side? Well, certainly the pick and go is from the visitors. Now Jones feeds out to the left through Graham onto James. Is he finding a bit of room out there? Uses fullback Ogden. Tries to get through the tackle with a low body position. Jones, is he going to go short side? Little dummy and tries to go himself, but he's been stopped. Then it's Koido Bunt. Jones, it's a good short line. Jones again, looking ominous for Whitgift at the moment. There's the Wilmslow skipper piling the numbers in. Whitgift nearly managing to turn that one over. It was certainly close. They're going to have to be careful of the pick and go here. Just inside 10 minutes played. Oh, there's a big fend from Fishwick, but he might have just knocked that on, and there is a bit of a turnover opportunity, and that's good work from Santos Geldenhuis. Advantage being played. It's cleared from Alex Hogg. Oh, it's really nicely taken. And running it back is Hubbard. Up to the 22. After the first few minutes of quite a few set pieces, we've now had a few minutes of endless, breathless action. There's another big storming run through the middle from Fishwick. Number 6 is having a good game so far. There's the threaded kick from James. We've seen one of those already. That one might just go the wrong side of the corner flag, and that'll give Whitgift a chance from the 22 dropout. Decent spell of play from both sides. Certainly Wilmslow keeping up the pressure, but Whitgift doing well defensively. This is Fishwick, just barrelling his way through, trying to get Alex Weehee out of the way. Oh, sorry, it was Jack Forrest. Now we may have an early change here. Will Fitzpatrick is just getting a bit of attention. You see down on the sidelines, one of the players is getting ready.
Mate, got some shot. It's a toilet, it's a changing room.
Well, Fitzpatrick seems ready to continue. So this will be Whitgift's 22 dropout. Well gathered in from Wells. Feeds it off to his open side, Cowan. Not afraid of a bit of contact, but he's also got decent feet, Cowan. And it's away through Jones. James. There's that man Fishwick once more. Jones again. Graham. Through the fullback, Ogden. They were trying to find Wilson at pace, I think, there, but they've still managed to make some decent ground. Whitgift trying to hold them up, but they don't manage to do so on that occasion. They're pretty solid at keeping ball so far. That's a big shot tackle though, and that brings down Koido Bump, the skipper, and that is a real shot in the arm for Whitgift. Big tackle on the leading man for Wilmslow and forcing the knock on. Another little look at that one. There's the skipper. He was beautifully lined up. It's a textbook tackle, and they put him on the floor. Sunshine is out in South Croydon. Whitgift looking to run that one up. Jack Forrest. And they take a few more metres. Better from Whitgift with ball in hand. Right. Morley. Put that kick down. There's not much of a kick chase pressure on the winger, and it's a decent run from Elstone. Whitgift from that area of the field, if they are going to put that ball up, well, they need to get people up there and put more pressure on, but Whitgift were able to run that back, and it's in the hands of James, and then Fishwick. One of the Wilmslow players just in the foreground, out of shot, is just down. It is Elstone who took a big hit, but now Whitgift have wrestled back possession. And it's there, and it's well guarded from Adkins.
Come on, Wigan!
Kick downfield, it's over the head of the fullback, and Ogden's got to scurry back. Clearance, hits a Whitgift hand. Funsho Ajayi gets his hands on it. He's thumped to ground by Atkinson, and they ruck over well, but Whitgift might just have held on to that. A fair amount for the referee to keep an eye on in there. Where is that ball? It's there for Wright. Adkins is bounced back in the tackle. It's good from Percival. Morley, can they get their bigger runners onto it? Here's one of them in Hogg. Good gain line run from the centre. Right. Oh, a little juggle of it from Fitzpatrick. It's placed back for Wright though. And then Morley. Little chip over the top. That's cute. It's well gathered.
Come on, Tom!
And Hubbard did his best to try and get that away. But it's going to be a decent opportunity for Whitgift from this area. Much better spell from Whitgift as far as the home side are concerned. Jumpers from Adkins. Both of these sides with some decent up-front grunt, and now Whitgift are getting a chance to show it. That's a penalty advantage being played to the home side, and they continue to come forward. Wright looks for it, looks to go open through Morley, little dummy. Good tackle from Graham. The advantage is still being played to the home side though, and it's there for Forrest. He's lost it, so we'll go back for the penalty. And given that we're scoreless at this stage, well, you'd imagine the home side might think about 3 points. Showed a bit of forwards dominance there for a few moments though, so it could be a decision about whether they pop it into the corner. That was Morley trying to get away. Lucky not to be penalised there really. They would have gone back anyway, but Morley just arguably holding that one on the ground once he was tackled. But it is going to be a decision in the meantime while we watch this replay. Didn't quite go to plan on the chip through from Forrest, but it's going to be an opportunity for Morley to try and take 3 points. Morley with the kick, and the flags are raised. Whitgift leading then with the penalty. First points on the board by 3 points to 0. Good strike from Morley.
Come on, Whitgift!
Let's go, kid. Stop that. Yeah, go on, Jack, kid. Forward!
Fergus, you've got to get the crowd all
Yeah, come on, Ferg.
cheering, because they're too
Got number
quiet.
one cheering game. Yeah. Hey, Greg went to rip the sticks off and Mr. Monroe told him that.
Start chanting.
Go on, Sid.
Come on, Whitgift!
Well, we're just establishing that that penalty attempt may not have gone through from Morley. Certainly from our position, but Whitgift still with possession. Toby Wright is doing well at the back of that. Gets the ball to ground. Oh, it's been stolen by the Wilmslow skipper. Knocked forward off a Whitgift hand, so Wilmslow will still have the chance to keep hold of this and run it out of their own half. If they can, they do want to keep it in hand. And it's good running from Brogan Wilson. Chips down and wants to put the pressure on Ferdinand. Oh, Ferdinand's done brilliantly, and he's got some open ground to the left of him if he can get round, and this is Ferdinand still going. Oh, it's brilliant. He had a Jai right next to him, but Ajayi went down as he tried to support, but that's really good counter-attack running from the fullback. And now they pass it down the line and they've got a bit more room. Get going down the right-hand side, it's Tom Griffiths. Last line of defence brings him down. Great rugby from Whitgift. Ball is there for Wright. Penalty advantage coming again. Referee decides to blow that one a little harsher. Player, or the tackler, not releasing the tackled man. And will this be a more straightforward opportunity for Morley? Well, the hush just ends while Morley just gets this kick ready. Strokes it through, no problem with that. So 3 points to 0. First score of the afternoon, Morley, with his second effort. Whitgift leading by 3 points to 0. Referee's after a ball. between Bromsgrove and Warwick. We're hearing, sorry, I'm just getting that update through. Warwick may be through to the semi-finals. Of course, draws, it then goes back to tries scored and all sorts. So Warwick have gone through after that 12-all draw. We'll certainly try and bring you up to date with the results that we have once we get to the half-time whistle. Of course, it's 35 minutes a half in these games. Was that a little knock on at the base, at the back, sorry. Referee happy enough with it. And Whitgift are piling through. Got their tails up the home side. They weathered that early storm from Wilmslow. Now they're back on their 10-metre line. Haven't got a scrum half to speak of to begin with, so Adkins is there. He's protecting it. Then Lasha Jayani joins him. The ball comes from Morley. Oh, it's quick hands, but they do eventually find Ferdinand. Oh, but there's a penalty. Players going off their feet, I think, to try and secure that ball. And Wilmslow will have a chance to clear this up the left-hand touchline. Wilmslow then in a decent position following that penalty. Line-out's well won by Stewart. Oh, how Whitgift managed to push that one into touch on the far side. I think they might have done. Certainly gone forward either way. Well, you can see there just how big an occasion this is for the school. All of the pupils out on the main pitch here. Great to see the support for their first 15 in this NatWest Schools Cup quarter-final. Bit of jiggery-pokery in the line-out, but Geldenhuis is the one who wins it and brings it down for Whitgift. Oh, and then there's a break. Whitgift up over their own 10-metre line. Right, Morley puts boot to ball. Back three were well positioned from Wilmslow. It's a little juggle of the ball. Seen that before from Hubbard. He sends it downfield for Ferdinand, who with his own little juggle gets hold of it into. He's so good at beating the first man, Ferdinand, which he managed to do there. Whitgift still with it. Oh, and there's some lovely feet from Forrest. Really good stuff from the outside centre. Clear out has to be good. And Wright with the box kick. It's coming down for Elstone. It's encouraged to run it forward. Morley with the follow-up tackle. Referee says that the competition for the ball is good, and Whitgift have managed to turn that over from Elstone taking it in. That's great work from the home side on the floor. And around the corner they come with the skipper Holland. Haven't seen him do an awful lot of carries so far. Away from Wright. Through Geldenhuis. Oh, and he's through two tackles. Eventually brought down by Ogden. Off they go to the right hand side this time again. A little bit more held up that time through Hogg. Then it's spilled. Was it backwards? I think the referee was happy that it was, but Wilmslow were the first to jump on it. Clearance downfield from Graham. Well, that's a good kick from the fly half. He's done a great job of relieving the pressure there, bouncing that ball into touch on the 22. And it demands that Whitgift do it all again from inside their own half. Have to give credit to the groundsman here at Whitgift. Pitch, given the weather that the country suffered over the last month or so, is in sensational condition really. Just beginning to cut up as this game goes on, but very good surface for this game to be played on. Take at the top of the line out from Gianni. Goes to ground. It's there at the back. Whitgift trying to wrestle their way out of their 22. It's there for Wright. He has a pod of players running around the corner. One of them was Holland. Then it's back to Morley, who's sat a little deeper. Pass back into the 22. So the crowd then jeer as Hubbard waits for that ball to get down. Wasn't tackled initially by Adkins, and the referee's just seen a little knock forward there, so Whitgift will have the scrum. Under 10 minutes to go then of this first half. Whitgift 3, Wilmslow 0. We knew it would be a tight old affair. We've had some solid stuff from the forwards up front. We've also had some lovely running. Likes of Luke James and Brogan Wilson have combined well. Seen a lot more of Noah Ferdinand in this game than we saw in the last 16. Of course, he is one of those from the Quins Academy, and well, the future of Harlequins looks bright if those are some of the players that they're looking at. It's there for Wright. Seems to be breaking up. Referee's happy enough, is he? No. Front rows had come up, and he's going to call them back. We saw in that last 16 game here against St Joseph's how tight these schools games can be. There was one in the last 5 minutes by the skipper. Whitgift, I'm sure, would love to be a little further in front to avoid anything like that happening to them. Plenty left in this one though. Gianni, such a big carrier. Go down the short side again here. Ferdinand gets through one tackle, then he just puts a foot in touch and nearly was away, nearly got that support ball back inside. And just next to our commentary position, it'll be Wilmslow who have the put into this line out. George Cordo bunt, the hooker. Wilmslow hooker is a decent leader, cool, calm and collected. That's why he's the leader of this side. Missed out last season due to knee injury. Gets that one in, and it's at the back with Cowan, and he breaks around the left hand side. Gets the support in there. Harry Darrock is also onto the field for Wilmslow. That ball has gone backwards off a Whitgift hand. So Adkins gets onto the ground to tidy it up. Then it was knocked forward from Wilmslow. The referee will have to just stop play there for the Whitgift scrum. Don't forget you can keep in touch with us on the hashtag Trail to Twickenham. A couple of messages so far from Fergus Taylor. Come on the boys. From Katie. Come on Whitgift, you know what to do. Message from Joshua Plummer to all the quarter finalists. Ball's in from Toby Wright. Penalty for Whitgift. Clearance from Morley. Didn't get an awful lot of depth on that. Line out to one. Oh, it's a big swallow up tackle from Percival. Toby Wright is back up on his feet though. Oh, and then I think there are hands in that ruck.
Come on, Whitgift!
Penalty comes to Whitgift, and Morley will take this further down the left hand side. Can Whitgift turn more of this possession and territory into points?
Yes!
Line out is good from Whitgift, and it's in the hands of Morley. And then they try and go around the outside, and Morley, oh, it worked out nicely. Did it go forward there? Referee says no. Nice little dummy run from Hagen Forest. Morley running it round the back. Didn't quite come off on that occasion, but he then pops it up to a second row. Then right. Morley again. What are his options outside? They go with the longer pass to Hogg.
Come on, Jack!
Turning in the tackle. It was not forward though, and Elstone has come up with it for Wilmslow. It was a quick turnover back to Whitgift, but the referee not happy that that was enough of an advantage. He's quite right, and Wilmslow will have the scrum. Visitors haven't had an awful lot of possession in the last 10 minutes or so, really. Can't play too much rugby without the ball. One of the Wilmslow boys is just down. Time off, says the referee. Three points to nil. Whitgift with the lead. Just an opportunity to take on a bit of water. Chris Wilkins, the coach, is just on imparting a couple of extra notes as well to his side. Time back on from the referee. Wilmslow scrum, Josh Jones. There's a big squeeze on from Whitgift. It's an awful lot of pressure, but Jones has dealt with it, but then his clearance feed is not great, and then more pressure comes on, and it's good tackle from Wilkins. Wilmslow going backwards from that scrum, but then their hooker tries to give them a bit of go forward, but then it's brilliantly picked up by Adkins and Whitgift. They go right. Wilkins again. Morley, little look inside, oh, and then Morley's nearly through, and he does get the pop pass away to Bodkin. Bodkin's been quieter in this game than we saw him in the last. Can certainly threaten from close range, as he did against King's College School Wimbledon 2 rounds ago.
Come on, Whitgift!
Sensing an opportunity here, Whitgift. Still only really on the 22, but if they can break that first line of defence, they seem to be confident in that support play and their offloads. Wilmslow trying to hold them up in the tackle there. They've not managed to.
Come on, Whitgift!
Playing into the sunshine. Oh, now then, got himself isolated, and it's a penalty to Wilmslow. And for all of their bluff and bluster, Whitgift will come away without points on this occasion from the visit to the 22. Chance for Graham to clear, and the referee says that will be the end of the first half. So a tight old affair here in South Croydon then. Just the 3 points from Sam Morley, the Whitgift vice-captain. And it means we have a half-time score in the NatWest Schools Cup Under-18s quarter-final of Whitgift School 3, Wilmslow High School 0. Plenty to come in the second half. And we'll do our best in a moment or two to bring you up to date with the scores going on elsewhere in the competition. So ready to get underway for the second half then. Some of those other scores, of course, just getting ourselves a little confused, but it's accurate to say that yesterday it was Warwick that went through in the under-15s against Bromsgrove, and then full-time scores under-15s also taking place on another pitch here this afternoon as Whitgift get us underway for the second half. The under-15s lost by 17 points to 34 against Sedbergh. That's a full-time score. Millfield at half-time are 7 points to 6 in the under-15s up against Woodhouse. And then in the under-18s, it's RGS 3, Bromsgrove 12 at half-time, Warwick 10, Hampton 3, and as we mentioned earlier, Queen Elizabeth Grammar School, Wakefield, they got through against Truro by 20 points to 0. So Whitgift picking up where they've left off really at the start of this second half. Getting their way up to the Wilmslow try area. Morley with the little chip through. I think it was just touched out by Jones. Oh no, perhaps not, it is Wilmslow with this defensive line out. Referee not quite happy with it. We're just going to have that one again. Oh, and the line-out's been stolen by Whitgift. Or it's going to be an arm wrestle in mid-air. They get the ball to ground. Can they recycle? Comes out for Wright. Thinks about trying to go around the fringes himself, but he places it back. He's going to need his front row colleagues to try and do the work for him. Referee is right there. The ball's gone forward. And, well, frustration on the face of Lashagiani. Stamps his feet and clenches his fists. He knows that that was an opportunity there for the taking. Wilmslow defend it well enough. Let's play down on the right hand corner, as we can see. Plenty of people lining the pitch throughout. Ball pops out. Oh, it's a penalty to Wilmslow, and they will have a little bit more time to clear the lines. Great nerves around the pitch. We're not seeing an awful lot of shouting from either side as they anxiously wait to see which of these sides is going to put something together to try and get away from the other. Just 3 points between them. You can keep in touch with us, hashtag Trail to Twickenham. Isaac Jones tweets, "Come on fellas." Whitgift supporter enjoying Cam Yarwood's message. Someone's mum's a bit excited. Maybe that was coming across on one of our microphones. We've just moved our ambient microphone slightly, just in case some of the partisan support was getting in your ear holes. But this is a decent opportunity for Wilmslow as they come forward. Jones to the right, Graham. It's a low pass, but it was well taken, and then kick downfield from Luke James. Ferdinand, oh, and he did just nudge it at the back. Just took his eye off the ball. And Wilmslow will get the chance to try and capitalise off that sort of error. It had already just gone forward just before our shot got there. The sun goes behind the clouds here in South Croydon. Action is back in this area of the pitch. Area it was for large parts of that first half. We'd almost have scored Wilmslow the first half of the first half and then Whitgift the second, but Whitgift were the ones who got points on the board. But now Wilmslow go down that narrow side. It's there for Jones. Coido Bunt, the hooker. carries that one forwards. Jones again, pops it to Percival. Oh, Percival crabbing along the floor while he's not held, taking every metre that he can, and now they're going to go down the back line, and it's James looking round the corner. Are they going to get in round the side? Tackle is good. Brogan Wilson is put down. Really good cover defence, and then the pressure on Jones, and it's hacked away from Morley. Elstone. Big tackle came in, and then the penalty to Whitgift. That's really good play from the home side. Morley involved in there. Exceptional. It was almost as if they asked Wilmslow, what have you got? Came wide to George Whittam, and then when it went out, Ferdinand's hit on Brogan Wilson started to drive him back. The ball then went loose, and Morley was the first one to get a boot to it and clear it upfield. So from that penalty, we just have a moment's attention. I think Jacob Percival, the big ball carrier, plays for Cheshire, is just getting some attention. And this was Elstone. Good tackle from Alex Weehee. Places the ball back there, but I think the referee has penalised the support players for coming round from the side. It's the skipper, George Koido Bunt. He was the man that came in. He was keen to get support there as quickly as possible because the pressure was coming on, but he did so illegally. Fitzpatrick, good work from the hooker, finds his man at the base of the line. Morley, missed pass to Ferdinand, who's coming straight through the middle. It's a wonderful line from the fullback. That was textbook from the training ground from Whitgift. Absolutely inch perfect from the set piece. Can they turn it into points? Barrelling forwards is Sid Holland, the skipper. Right, Morley wants to try and find room himself. He's got to get that ball back and hope that his support's there. Going left is Toby Wright, the scrum half. That shock of brown hair. Fitzpatrick wants the call. They go to the left side. Well, Holland got a crucial try in that in the last match here. He's not quite going to do it again. And Wilmslow managed to bundle the Whitgift skipper into touch. Great play from the line out though, to get Ferdinand onto that ball straight down the centre of the park. Volume started to go up from the home fans. They've enjoyed that. Good to hear that on the hashtag Trail to Twickenham, Katie tells us that she's watching live from Dubai. Well, that is great to know. International viewers on our Trail to Twickenham. Guy Pritchard, never been more gutted to be injured in my life. Come on, Wilmslow. Well, certainly, Guy, we wish you all the best and hope that you're back playing very soon. So it looks like we're ready to get back underway here. Just 3 points between the sides. Whitgift 3, Wilmslow 3. Wilmslow 0. Berrien Boscawen, the referee, checks that Koido Bunt gets that line out in straight, which he does. And Wilmslow get a decent drive on from their own defensive line here. And then they break. It's a good strong break from Atkinson. And Graham found a little bit of room to thread that kick through. It's decent, but Ferdinand has enough time. Doesn't beat the first defender that time, but finds decent offload to Griffiths. But Griffiths has just lost it forwards there. Just apologises to his teammates, but for Ferdinand, we've said that he beats the first man, but knowing he wasn't going to there, he looked for the support and got on a decent offload away to try and set his team back on the counter-attack. Good rangy runner, steps in off that right foot. Tackle was decent, but the offload was exquisite. Morley barks the orders, hoping for turnover ball, and Toby Wright's doing his best to try and win that ball back as Jones is under pressure. Oh, and it's penalty Whitgift. Great work from the Whitgift scrum half, putting all that pressure on Jones. He's not happy, but the decision has been made. Morley says he fancies the chance to try and double the advantage. Sam Morley, Whitgift's vice captain. He's got 1 from 2 this afternoon, 50%. For a moment we thought he'd got that first effort. But 3 points to nil. This to make it 6-0 and double the home side's advantage. Morley through the routine and strikes it with the left peg. It comes off the right hand upright. Thought it was going to come around and sneak past, but it didn't, and the clearance is taken in by Funcho Ajayi. Wilmslow looking for the touchline but not finding it. Penalty Whitgift. Over on the other side, it's not going to be as kind an angle for Morley, so it might be a chance for, or a decision for Whitgift. No, he's going for the posts. Thought for a moment he might go down the touchline, but perhaps with the wind coming across the field a little bit more, it was blowing that kick to that right hand upright. Maybe Morley's thinking this will be directly behind me and help me through. Certainly it's a tricky one. Effort number 4 at the posts for Whitgift. It is a windy old day. Nothing straightforward about this for Morley whatsoever. Last one came off the post. His team will need to be alert in case anything happens from this one. Goes through his run up. Left footed. Where's that one going? Not through the sticks. Flags stay down. So despite earning penalties in key areas of the field, they've not been able to punish Wilmslow so far. Not been the most straightforward of kicks. Perhaps the last one might have looked a little easier, but the wind certainly took it away. So 3 points to nil remains the gap. Morley throws it in for Ferdinand. On for Hogg. Little chip over the top into space. That's nice from Hogg, and Griffiths gives chase, but Hogg gathering his own kick. Wilmslow have done brilliantly there to hold on to that, and it's away with Jake Stewart up to the 22. Jones to get this away. Graham onto the skipper, but couldn't hold it. Went backwards according to the referee, but it's now with Whitgift. and Morley wants to switch the side that was initially fed there, but that's a big hit. Percival coming right out of the line defensively and hitting his man and ball. Morley, another little chip through, wants to send Tom Griffiths in for this one. Griffiths is going to get close, not quite close enough, and we may have a yellow card here, and I think there was a push. And is the referee awarding a penalty try here? This will be quite a decision from the official. He certainly is. Goodness me. He was so convinced that the try was going to be scored and that the foul play was enough to stop it, that the penalty try has been awarded. And what will that do for Whitgift's belief? Big shout from the referee. And Morley now with a chance to add the conversion. We'll have another little look at this one then. Morley adds the conversion. Well, this is Griffiths. He's getting near, and there we go. It's a deliberate knock into touch. It's certainly a penalty. It certainly could have been Griffiths' ball, and the referee deciding that it's a penalty try. Well, drama here. Is that the right call? The referee certainly right on the spot to give it. And Whitgift now with a 10-point lead. Plenty clearance from Whitgift from the restart. Good long ball downfield from Whitgift, and Marcus Atkinson has tried to gather it, and it's gone backwards into touch, and Wilmslow have proven to be their own worst enemy now. They've got Josh Jones in the sin bin. They'll be spending 7 minutes there. Well, Marcus Atkinson, the number 8, won't make great viewing. Did he need to put his hands up and try and get hold of it? Facial expression told you everything you need to know about that one. Brogan Wilson is in playing scrum half then for Wilmslow, while Jones is on the naughty step. Chip through from Wilmslow. They've handed possession over to Whitgift, and Whitgift have got the man advantage. It's a risky strategy. Referee happy for there to be the ruck and counter-ruck in competition for the ball. Advantage Wilmslow with their skipper after the knock-on. Into the 22. Still going, but then it went loose. Wilson, decent service from the centre, who's now playing 9. Had to jump for it, but George Whittam did brilliantly. There's a knock-on though from Whitgift in there. But Wilmslow coming back at them strongly. There's enough time left in this one for them. So players receiving attention, and chance for the players to catch their breath as well. Ball is in from Wilmslow. Rogan Wilson, as I said, doing a decent job at covering 9. Eventually brought to ground, nearly has the jersey removed from his back. And then round the corner goes Sorrel Cowan. Just another metre or two for Wilmslow. If they could get a converted try now, of course, well, that would really open things up. They're certainly looking dangerous. Coming down the left side that time. Now they go back to the right. Percival has been involved in a couple of key moments, either with tackles or with big carries, Jacob Percival. Oh, and that was messy from Wilmslow. Graham just tried to get the pass outside, but Harry Darrett was a little too near him. Ball's back in the hands of Wilmslow though. Referee deeming that they've been enough of an advantage played. James trying to take a metre or two. Wilmslow are very close now. They can smell the whitewash. There's a good counter-attacking drive from Whitgift, but the ball's presented there. Here they go again. Now then, Whitgift doing their best to try and hold them up, and the referee says that's exactly what they've done. Wilmslow will have a chance to come again. The man on the ground who needs a bit of attention. And we'll have another momentary stoppage.
Thank you, James. Brian Bucky's over crossing. Brian Bucky's over crossing.
So let's just have a little look at the penalty try that we've had chalked on. And you're going to see Josh Jones running in from the left and get rid of this ball with the right hand. There we go. Deliberate knock on into touch, or deliberate play of the ball into touch, and that is not allowed. Referee right on the spot on that occasion, and it's given Whitgift that extra 7 points with Morley's conversion in a game that has been tight as you like. Just 3 points between the sides, and now Whitgift, they managed to turn over that scrum to Wilmslow and come away with the ball. Morley, really good clearance downfield. It invites Elstone onto it. Gets going, puts the brakes on just for a minute to think about putting Whittam through. But then competition for the ball on the floor, and Whitgift coming through once more. It's loose. And then they come around the corner. Oh, it's a penalty though. Players going off their feet to try and secure possession. And Graham puts this one down the line. Has he overcooked that? No, it's just inch perfect. So this will give Wilmslow a chance to catch and drive potentially from this position. They opted away from the posts. Certainly the wind is up in their faces, so they're going to try and do it the old-fashioned way. Getting some news of some updates in some other games. Bromsgrove, well, they're extending their lead from half-time. They're now leading by 31 points to 13. And Warwick are leading Hampton by 10 points to 9. Hampton coming back into that one then. And we know Queen Elizabeth Grammar School are already through, so it doesn't look like we'll be seeing my old school RGS under 18s, but Bromsgrove certainly with great pedigree in this competition. Tough afternoon for the old guard. But here come Wilmslow. Oh, the ball's popped up, knocked forward, advantage to Whitgift, and Wilmslow just not making the most of the opportunities that they've got. Morley under pressure, no advantage coming, and it'll be a scrum to Whitgift. Whitgift 10, Wilmslow High School 0. That's the advantage being played by the referee. And well, there wasn't an awful lot of it as the ball came out a little loose and the halfbacks were caught under a bit of pressure. But now, oh, they decide to try and run it, and that's really solid running from Alex Hogg. Sets up a better platform. Morley had to really reach to his bootstraps to catch that one, but his clearance is good enough. Gets that ball out to the 22. Wonderful stuff from Alex Hogg. Fergus Donnelly will be hugely frustrated not to be in this one for Whitgift, but Hogg has acquitted himself well. No change in the score at Millfield so far in the under-15s. Millfield 7, Woodhouse 6. Dulwich 10, Wellington 3 is the latest score there though. And of course we have the results in the other games that we already spoke about. Warwick through and Sedbergh, who beat Whitgift here just a short while ago. Those under-15s NatWest Schools Cup games. And of course the quarter-final stage building to the semi-finals, which are taking place at Allianz Park on the 27th of February and the 6th of March. Here come Wilmslow. Oh, it's a little juggle from Brogan Wilson, but he holds on to it. Jones is back on the field from the sin bin. They look to the right, they throw back in field. Oh, Jones is there to tidy it up. Referee says it went backwards, nothing wrong with that. And Whitgift trying to put the pressure on. But now going round the corner and trundling it up is Dan Waters. Then go to the ground. Waters again. Inch by inch, Wilmslow are trying to get there. Referee, big blow on the whistle here, and I think he's just going in to check that one of the players is all right. I think we have a bit of an injury, and it may well be to the Wilmslow skipper, is it? Certainly doesn't look too comfortable, and maybe a problem with an ankle there. Well, let's hope that it's nothing too serious. George Coido Bunt. As the clock is stopped, but ultimately there's only 6 or 7 minutes from full time. It is starting to look like Whitgift have done it again. 3 rounds at home in the NatWest Schools Cup in a row. They saw off King's College School Wimbledon. They've seen off St Joseph's Ipswich, and they're 10-0 up against Wilmslow. Chris Wilkins, their coach, he talks a lot about how Whitgift are truly a team. Very few players above anybody else. He won't name any of the players to suggest that any of them are of any elevated ability than any of the others. They all play for each other. They are a true team of 15 to 22. Ball is there for Wilmslow. Can they get a score on the board? It's there, Graham. Oh, and it's gone forward on the floor. They try and keep it alive, but it just came off at Brogan Wilson, lying on the floor. It's taken a knock to the left leg, I think. who went off against Woodhouse with the dead leg. I don't know whether there's a bit of an issue. Certainly he's got his right leg taped, but it's his left leg he's holding. Just Jones away to Graham. James gets it, then a little close offload. I think it's just a collision, really. That's what Wilson has just caught one. Back on his feet now. The bite just beginning to fade out of the visitors. Whitgift in no rush at all. It's there with Wright, goes to the left for Morley. He'll take his time to make his clearance. Doesn't find touch, it's just controlled on the foot with Mike Elston. Oh, there's a big tackle, a low chop tackle, but nothing wrong with it. Elston's just taking a minute to get up after that one. Still there for Wilmslow. Jones to the right, Graham. Another big hit into Whittam. Jones looks left, and then the pod of forwards comes around the corner. Almost a little dummy. Marcus Atkinson's just out of shot, holding his shin. Now Wilmslow number 8. Jones. Graham. They're trying to go around the outside. It's a long ball for Brogan Wilson. He's got some work to do here. Steps inside one tackle, but the tackle was good from Hogg. But it's loose and it's there for Griffiths. And it's going to be a run to this right-hand corner. Covering is Jones. And Elstone with the body check into touch. Wilmslow will have the line out, but Griffiths was determined to try and do everything he could with that little break of a loose ball. See Griffiths get away, Jones the scrum half giving chase. Of course it was the two of them involved in that penalty try. Elstone, not so much a conventional tackle, but he manages to get his man into touch. Wilmslow back in defensive mode then. In the meantime, just out of shot, Atkinson looks to be leaving the field. Just taking a bit of an impact to that lower leg. Clock restarts then. Koido bunt. Goes short to the front. There was a knock on from Whitgift. Jones. Uses Darroch as the first runner. Then Percival. Then goes deep for Graham. Makes the clearance kick. Whitgift once again in the Wilmslow half then. They've combined well between their back row and through their half-backs so far today, Whitgift. It's not to say that Wilmslow haven't offered talent in that area themselves, but it's just clicked a little more for Whitgift. They've looked a little more eager, had a little bit more pace through those connections. Wilmslow with ball in hand through James. Jones complains, but the ball is there for the scrum half. His own players have nearly got in his way, but penalty comes. Players going off their feet. And Graham, well, right-footed, try and push this into the corner, but he hasn't made it. And it's really well gathered on the floor by Ferdinand, who then cuts in field. Gets past one tackle. That tackle might have been a bit high. Referee happy enough with it. Right, hoists it high. Wants to put some pressure on Elstone and Wilson. No communication between them, but it's Wilson who comes away with it. Then Jones, scrum half running and putting boot to ball over to that right-hand side. Ajayi will watch that into touch, knowing that there's no real sense of urgency needed from Whitgift at this stage. And they'll take their time with the line out. Just another player down for Wilmslow. Number 18, Harry Darrock, who's back to his feet now. And rejoins, or does he? They call the numbers in the line out. Whitgift have got that ball down through Wilkins. And in the middle it's Sid Holland, the skipper. Ball was ripped though. Advantage being played, and it's away, and Wilmslow have got an advantage. Still being played by the referee. Koido bunt. Guard provided by Marcus Metcalf, former Bramall High School. Pop ball for Percival. Referee, well, he was playing a knock-on advantage, but he's upgraded that to a penalty for an offside. The referee's just signalled 3 minutes to go. Or maybe it was 30 seconds, certainly by our clock. I think that one's just been cleared past the flag in the corner. And that perhaps summarises the afternoon. Big inaccuracy from Wilmslow there. Had the opportunity to put it into the corner, and they've overcooked it. So as the two teams just wait to get down, we can start to consider who the major contributors have been to this game. Certainly the back rows have done a decent job for both sides, and there have been some decent runners. Certainly Griffiths trying to get into the corner for the try just as that wheels round, and it's still there, although it has just gone forward, and we'll have another scrum. But just to bring you up to date with a couple of other results, just to be clear, I'm just being told by our producer it's Dulwich 3, Wellington 15. We know that Piers Morgan, who follows us on Twitter, is a parent of one of the sons playing at Wellington. One of the sons, one of the boys. How many sons has he got? I don't know. They break at the back. We'll come on to the man of the match in just a moment. Morley. Kick downfield. Elstone. Oh, Elstone, that's lovely feet from the winger. Takes it into the tackle, and then the support runner is there. Little bright moment from Wilmslow. Thought we'd see more of them after the first 10 minutes of the match. And here they come again. Ball was popped up. Was it gathered in? Referee's there. I think it was. Or it's coming back. Thought for a moment on the Whitgift side, but there it is. Jones for Percival. Tired bodies getting off the deck, left, right and centre. Jones to the right, through James. And then out for Darrock. Cheers from some of the crowd who think that they've watched the clock tick down, but we know that the clock on display here is not the referee's one. And the clearance is made from Morley. That's the cheer from the pupils who think it's all over, but it certainly isn't yet. Just with a few minutes to go, the Warwick-Hampton match is still at 10-9, just a point in that one. That's another under-18s quarter-final. Well, that man Alex Hogg for Whitgift, he's just hobbling back into the line there, maybe with a touch of cramp, but he's been one of those that's contributed well. It's been great performance from Toby Wright and Sam Morley, but Alex Hogg with some of those crash balls and getting over the gain line is our NatWest Schools Cup man of the match. He's certainly feeling it. Not long to go in this one then, a few walking wounded. Wilmslow line. Oh, it's been stolen by Whitgift, but it's a free kick to the visitors. Can they get anything on the board in these last dying moments? It's only going to be consolation now. There's not going to be long enough for 2 scores, and Whitgift have a foot in the semi-finals. It's been a great display from the home side. Referees waiting to see if that ball is coming out, which it is. They go tight. Luke James, has he managed to get there? He has. Wilmslow get the try through the inside centre. They certainly endeavoured enough through the match to deserve to come away with something. But it is going to prove to be too little too late. Plays his rugby at the Sale Academy as well, of course. Question marks over an injured shoulder, but he certainly wasn't worried about it there as he crashes through the centre. And it's going to be James Graham to try and add the extras, which will ultimately put a slightly different slant on the scoreboard. Graham then with the conversion. Flags go up, but the final whistle is blown. And Whitgift have done it. They are into the NatWest Schools Cup under-18 semi-finals. And Whitgift have beaten Wilmslow High School by 10 points to 7. And we're hearing from other results that Whitgift will be playing Bromsgrove. Certainly going to be a real test for them in that semi-final at Allianz Park on February the 27th. But here at Whitgift, the home support have been absolutely treated to another victory.
Hello.
You can just see Ferdinand there running off to the bottom of your picture. He'll be delighted with that. He played well. And as the players congratulate each other and the fans start to tear themselves away from the main pitch here, we can reflect on what has been a thrilling game. Tight and tense. And of course, that penalty try that was scored in the second half after a half-time score of just 3 points to 0, converted by Morley, made it 10-0. And a try at the death from Wilmslow was consolation only, really. We've enjoyed having your company here, and we do have some post-match reaction to come, so do stay with us and keep in touch with us on the hashtag Trail to Twickenham. The Trail to Twickenham continues, and we'll be following Whitgift into those semi-finals, and we will have live streams of all of those semi-finals, of course, and the final at Twickenham. So we'll have some post-match reaction from each of the coaches for you in just a moment or two. Well, Sam Naylor, commiserations on that result. What were your thoughts on the game?
What a game of rugby that was. I think both teams just threw everything at it. Defence in both teams was absolutely excellent. There was no actual try scored, and unfortunately we came out second best today.
Yes, certainly. What did you think about the incident in the corner with the penalty try?
It's a shame on a game like this that a game has to be decided in something like a penalty try when there is a lot of speculation on whether it actually was or not. Very disappointing, but you can't cry over spilt milk, unfortunately.
No, certainly. And your thoughts on Whitgift and certainly the challenge you faced today?
I thought the back row were unbelievable. Their line speed in defence was brilliant. They put under a lot of pressure and they caused us to make mistakes, and unfortunately we just made too many mistakes today, particularly in the red zone.
Certainly from what we saw from Wilmslow, there was a big period after kick-off, sort of that first 10-15 minutes where it certainly looked very threatening from your boys.
Yeah, we gave ourselves the opportunities to win the game today. You know, we got the ball in the right areas of the pitch, but unfortunately just that finishing touch really, and I think that was due to Whitgift's defence.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in next year's competition. Commiserations today.
All right, thanks very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Sam. All the best. Well, Chris Wilkins, many congratulations. Your Whitgift side have done it again. They seemed a little more in control of that than perhaps the last 16 game we watched.
Well, I don't know about that. I thought it was a very, very tight game. I thought we knew Wilmslow would be a really strong team, and they proved to be that. I thought they scrummaged really well early doors and gave us a few issues there, but I was just yeah, pleased with. I thought the defence and the defensive breakdown in particular was really good, and when we went wide, we looked dangerous, but we just couldn't quite score the try and couldn't quite break them, and that's credit to them, and that's what cup ties are. So yeah, really tight game, and yeah, we're pleased to get through.
Yes, absolutely. 3-0 at half time was a real indication of how tight the game was. We could see the back rows were working effectively, and then both sides seemed to have the sort of the big meat in the centres, the likes of James for them and Alex Hogg for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I was pleased with when we sucked them in, and we almost got round them a couple of times, which was pleasing, but we just couldn't get that elusive try. But yeah, I thought it was a good game, and nothing in it in the end. And I mean, the defence, I thought, to me, was what won it for us.
We understand that you'll be playing Bromsgrove in the semi-finals, right, as far as we've worked out. What will this result do for your side's belief going into that game?
Well, it's just another good result. Winning tight games is obviously what it's all about. I think schoolboy rugby nowadays, there's so many tight games, and winning tight games obviously builds belief. And yeah, we'll enjoy this, and then we'll have to kind of knuckle down and prepare for the semi.
You've got a trip to Allianz Park to look forward to.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. I mean, I'm really pleased with the lads. Lads have worked very, very hard for a long time, and the whole squad. We've got boys who've just missing out, who are training hard, and you know, who knows, their opportunity might come. But yeah, a semi-final is a good achievement, and lads should be proud of it.
Excellent. Well, we're proud of you as well. Well done, and we'll see you there.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Chris. So we can just round off our coverage here by bringing you the results from the other games in the under-15s quarter-finals of the NatWest Schools Cup. It was Bromsgrove 12, Warwick 12, that game yesterday, and Warwick went through after that on tries scored. And then Whitgift 17, Sedbergh 34. That is a full-time score that was also being played here in South Croydon a little earlier. Result, Millfield 19, Woodhouse 6. So Millfield getting through to the semi-finals, as have Wellington. They've beaten Dulwich away, and Dulwich 3, Wellington 15 is a final score in that one. So the four to progress there: Warwick, Sedbergh, Millfield and Wellington. Certainly got the look of a few familiar names in that one, hasn't it? The under-18 then, well, the results of those other games: RGS 13, Bromsgrove 31. That's how that one's finished. Warwick 10, Hampton 9, and that is a full-time score there as well. Earlier on we had the result that Queggs Wakefield had gone down to Truro and won by 20 points to 0. And of course our live streaming Trail to Twickenham match here was finished Whitgift 10, Wilmslow High School 7. So those teams through: Whitgift, Bromsgrove, Warwick and Queggs Wakefield. That's how the semi-finals are looking. Of course, that first semi-final will be at all of the semi-finals will be taking place at Allianz Park, and February the 27th will be the date for those under-18s matches, and March the 6th will be the date for those under-15s. So that's all of our coverage for this afternoon. We thank you very much for joining us here on the NatWest Schools Cup live stream, and we look forward to you joining us for those semi-finals. In the meantime, from all of us here in South West Croydon, it's a very good afternoon.